Welcome to the learning series of Englishwood, and today we're discussing on Compulsory English Grade 12 course, meaning into words Unit 5. So when you talk about Unit 5, it's duration, and duration refers to an interval of time or a particular time interval, and we learn this using how long. Well, 5.1, how long? This section introduces the language structures for asking and answering questions about the durations of past activities and achievements using how long, and the use of the time prepositions for, until, in, by in the answers. It's very important to understand that activities refers to incomplete actions and achievements refer to complete action. Example, how long did you read Bible? It's an activity. All right, reading a Bible is an activity because it took some time, and after some time it might have completed, but it is in the form of activity. But when you say, how long did it take you to read the Bible? It wants to say that, how long did it take you to finish reading the Bible? All right, so finishing reading the Bible or completing the Bible is an achievement. Okay, the difference between questions a little bit. Okay, simple question refers activity, and take you to read refers achievement. How long did you play football is an activity. All right, this is the activity question. How long did you spend playing games is also activity answer. How long you spend playing games? All right. How long did it take you to finish the match? Okay, this is an achievement questions because the match need to be completed. All right. So how long did it take to finish the match is this type of questions refers to the achievement. So we'll learn more. Look at the differences between activities and achievements. Playing football is activity, whereas playing a match, okay, a match refers to a complete action. All right. Reading refers to activities. Reading a whole book, okay, completing a book refers to achievement. Cooking refers to activity. Cooking a whole meal refers to achievement. Sleeping refers to activity. Building a house, okay, is a complete action, achievement. Writing refers to activities. Typing all letters, okay, complete action, activity. Walking is activity. And getting home is achievement. All right, typing all letters is achievement. So watching is activity, but watching a film, okay, watching a movie, okay, it talks about the achievement. These are the things you have to understand. Now, use of time prepositions. Now let's observe these time prepositions. For and in, use with period of time. Remember, okay? For and in is used with the time period of time. All right. Until and by is used with the point of time. All right. Remember, these things we'll describe more about. Example, for and in talks about the period of time. That means an hour, a year, even a second is a period of time. A second also refers a period of time. Several months, etc. refers to the period of time. Okay, with the period of time we use for and in. Similarly, until and by used with the point of time. That means points are 1 o'clock. Okay, 1 o'clock is a particular time. Okay, 2020 is a particular time. So this is a point of time. July refers to the point of time. Last week, last Sunday, again last month refers to the point of time. They do not talk about any time interval. Within a year, there is interval. A year means January, February, March. Okay, so July is just July. Okay, it does not talk anything more about. So in this way, point of time and period of time. Moreover, for activities, now another thing you have to remember is for activities we use for and until. Okay, whereas for achievements in and by. So this is very important. For activities we use for period of time and until for point of time, whereas for achievement we use in for period of time and by for point of time. So remember, these both are for period of time, these both are for point of time. So now activities for and until, achievement in and by, because achievement refers to you completed something, okay, in, okay, within the time period and by that time, okay. But activities you are playing for a long time until dusk, etc. Example: I played badminton for 2 hours. Okay, I played badminton. Playing badminton is activity, and for 2 hours is period of time. So for I completed my home task in 2 hours. Look at this one. So 2 hours is the period of time. Therefore, the period of time we have used in. We can use in or for. Here we have used for. Here we have to use in. In because you have completed. The complete action, achievement. Okay, with the achievement we use in. I painted until 5, whereas I finished painting by 5. Okay, both 5 is the point of time. Until, because it is activity. Finishing painting is achievement, so by 5. So look at more differences. Activities, for example, how long did you play cards for? How long did you spend playing cards? Okay, you can ask questions like this in activities. So answer can be we played cards for 5 hours. Okay, 5 hours. 4. We played cards until midnight. Midnight until. Okay, midnight is the point of time. So until 5 hours is the period type 4. This is all activities. We spent 5 hours playing cards. We can sometimes say like this: we spent 5 hours without in, without until, and without for. We spent 5 hours playing cards. Whereas in the achievements, how long did it take you to walk home? So look at this sentence. Did it take you? We usually use this structure, okay, asking the question on the achievement. Okay, this also shows the difference in the questions. So how long did it take you to walk home? Then I got home. So complete action, achievement, in less than an hour. An hour is a period of time, in. All right. Or I got home by 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. is point of time. So by. So this is how we have to remember the differences between activities and achievements. Now the most important part is using for, until, or in, or by in the questions answers. For example, structurally, how long did it for? That means how long did you talk on the telephone for? So answer can be I did it for until or plus time period. Okay, plus time. Okay, point of time or period of time. For period of time, until point of time. So now look at this one. I talked on the telephone for 20 minutes. If you are talking about 20, if you are answering in 20 minutes, then we use for. Okay. I talked on it until 1 o'clock. If you are talking about the point of time, until 1 o'clock. Okay. Until 1 o'clock for 20 minutes. Not until 20 minutes. No. For 1 o'clock. No. How long did it take you? So question is, how long did it take you to write the letters? So answer is I did it by or in plus time. That means I wrote it by 2 o'clock. How long did it take you to write the letters? I wrote it by 2 o'clock. Okay. So I wrote all the letters. Okay. I wrote everything by 2 o'clock. So complete action and it's a point of time. So by. I wrote it in I wrote it in 2 hours, not o'clock. I wrote it in 2 hours. Remember, so okay, 2 hours is the period of time. Look at how to answer. So before you answer the questions, first identify is it period of time or point of time. All right. Then identify either it is activities or achievement. Then choose the right preposition to answer the question. Let's observe some examples. How long did they play tennis? 1 hour. No, 1 hour. So, is it period of time or point of time? Obviously, 1 hour is a period of time. 1 hour is period of time. So, we can use either for or in. Okay, when it is period of time, then we are free to use for or in, because in the period of time for or in is used. This question refers to an activity. Okay, this is like how long did they spend tennis? Okay, is playing tennis. How long did they playing tennis is activity, because it does not talk about any complete action, because it talks about certain amount of time is spent in playing tennis. So it must use for. Therefore, the answer is they played tennis for an hour. Okay, they played tennis for an hour. We can't say they played tennis in an hour. Okay, no. Okay, so it plays tennis for an hour. So you have to use common sense too. So let's discuss the exercise 1.1, the most important exercise. Ask time and again. Number one, they talked on the telephone. So the guide answer is 20 minutes. Question is, how long did they talk on the telephone? If you think it is the activity question, you simply make how long did they talk on the telephone. Most of the time when you are making questions, how long did they talked, you write talked. No. Okay, please check here. Talked is when in the past tense. In the questions, when there is did, there is no talked, but simply verb one. So how long did they talk on the telephone? This is the question. Answer is they talked on the telephone for 20 minutes. Look, and now you answer with the for. Why? So your concept for answering is it is a period of time. Period of time means for or in. It's an activity, so it is for. When it is activity, for. Between for and in, out of for and in, use for. So therefore, they talked on the telephone for 20 minutes. That's how you answer the questions. Okay. Question number 2, she painted the bathroom ceiling 6 o'clock. Now again, how long did it take her to paint the bathroom ceiling? So you want to show this as a complete action. So you have created the question, how long did it take her to paint the bathroom ceiling? So therefore your answer is she painted it by 6 o'clock. Okay, so she completed it by 6 o'clock. The concept behind this is it's a point of time. 6 o'clock is a point of time and it refers achievement. Okay, so therefore you use by or of by and until. Note, if the question is normal, until can be used. Okay, listen, explanation. So for example, if you ask the question, how long did she paint the bathroom ceiling? If normal, if you want to ask how long did she paint the bathroom ceiling, then answer can be she painted it until 6 o'clock. Until 6 o'clock, because it is the activity. But actually, she painted the bathroom ceiling 6 o'clock. We commonly just make the generalization that actually she painted the bathroom ceiling and it completed by 6 o'clock. Therefore, we made the questions: how long did it take her to paint the bathroom ceiling? This is the most usual one. Okay. We played golf on Sunday. Dusk. So how long did you play golf for? Answer is we played golf on Sunday until dusk. Okay. So until dusk because it is the activity. All right. It's that no complete action and therefore we use until dusk. Because dusk is point of time and its activity. So until has been used. Let's continue 5.1. He mowed the lawn 10 minutes. How long did he mow the lawn for? He mowed the lawn for 10 minutes. 10 minutes the period of time for, okay, because it's the activity. Or, okay, I told you, how long did it take him to mow the lawn? If you want to say that, actually he finished the lawn. He finished mowing the lawn, okay. If you want to refer that, actually it took only 10 minutes to finish to mow the lawn, then you might ask how long did it take him to mow the lawn. Therefore answer is he mowed the lawn in 10 minutes period of time and complete action. So this is the questions guide you, either you are using in or for. Without take you use for, without take, okay, with and for normal questions you use for, okay, and with take use in. Or basically this take form questions wants to give you idea that the action is somehow completed, completeness, okay, not completed exactly, completeness of the action, okay. Then there is achievement, okay. So incompleteness of the action is activity. I wrote all my letters lunchtime. Look at this. Wrote, some of the times you have to okay understand the ideas by looking at the questions. All the letters is obviously refers the achievement, okay. So launch time is a point of time, okay, point of time. Therefore when point of time we use until or by. When it is achievement we use by. So we have to use by launch time. The question is then how long did it take you to write all your letters, okay. When we are talking about the achievement we use this structure as a take you, okay. So how long did it take you to write all your letters? And the answer is I wrote all my letters by lunch time. Similarly, we had to change the wheel 5 minutes, okay. So look at these questions also. How long did it take you to change the wheel, or how long did you have to change the wheel, okay. So it talks about the achievement also. Therefore we change the wheel in 5 minutes, or we had to change the wheels in 5 minutes. All right. In this way we had to change the wheel. This talks, okay, indicates a kind of completeness. This action is going towards the completeness. Therefore again 5 minutes is period. So in, this is how we have to decide any type of questions. Let's continue more. Let's complete the exercises. He was television, let movie came on. So let movie came on is the point, okay. It's the point. It doesn't have a period. So point of time, okay, and it is the activity. Therefore how long did he watch television for? He watched television until late night, okay. Question number 8. I read the whole of War and Peace 2 weeks. Read the whole of War as complete action, 2 weeks period. So we use for. Yeah, we use in. All right, complete action and period in. The incomplete actions and period is for. Now, how long did it take you to read the whole of War and Peace? Then I'll read the whole of War and Peace in 2 weeks. Okay. She did some piano practice bedtime, so until bedtime. How long did she do piano practice for? She did piano practice until bedtime. 10 more. She waited at the bus stop ages. Oh, long time, period of time. Okay, an incomplete action. Therefore, how long did she wait for? She waited for ages. All right. So in this way, you can try all other exercises. Now let's discuss another important exercise that has been asked time and again in the exam. Okay, in the examination from Unit 5, actually this 5.1 type of questions, and workbook, in the workbook 1 also you have the same questions, and in the workbook 2 this is also same questions. Fill in the gaps. Fill the gaps in the sentence below using for, in, until, or by. Question number A. She studied medicine by the age of 25. So here is what you have to supply. Look at this one. She studied medicine the age of 25. So it wants to indicate that, okay, actually she has completed studying the medicine. Okay, so within such a small age. So by they got the launch ready by 2:30. 2:30 is the point of time. Okay, when there's point of time, we use by and until. All right. So got the launch ready. Got means it is complete action. So by. He learned to swim in 6 weeks. Okay, so 6 weeks the period of time. Okay, so is for or in. Now she learned. This also indicates a kind of complete action. Therefore, learned to swim in 6 weeks. We can't obviously see he learned to swim for 6 weeks. We don't learn for 6 weeks. So we have to also use the common sense using in, for, by, and until. They lived in Newark until 1973. 1973 is the point of time. So living in the Newark is activity. It was not a complete action. All right. My father ran a bookshop for 2 years. All right. So 2 years is the period of time. Running a bookshop is an activity. Is an activity. We did all our housework. We did all our housework in a couple of hours. Okay, couple of hours is the period of time. Look at this. Some of the words indicate the complete action. All. Okay, no, it's not AIL. It's ALL. All our housework in a couple of hours. Then we did some housework for a couple of hours. Some housework. Look at this. These two sentences very easily define the difference between activity and achievement and using in or for. Okay, so he complete action in, incomplete for. Okay, for the period of time. It is complete action because all our housework. It is incomplete because some our housework. I finish my homework by supper time. Supper time is point of time. So finishing is already a complete action. Okay, therefore by. We discussed politics until 3 in the morning. All right, in the 3 in the morning is a point. Okay, discussing politics is activity, incomplete action. Similarly, let's continue. They reached the top of the mountain in 4 hours, so it complete action. Reaching is the complete action. So in 4 hours, I borrowed my neighbor's power drill for a few days. Okay, so borrowing, a borrowing power drill. Okay, and few days is period of time. This is activity. He got all the letters typed by 9:30. Look at this one. All the letters again, all the letters, complete action, therefore by. 9:30 is the point of time. The concert was over by 9:30. Okay, was over. Over refers to completeness, therefore by. He saved up $200 by Easter. Okay, it refers that okay before Easter arrived, he had already saved. Okay, therefore by. Sometimes we might be saying saved Abdullah until Easter, but basically, okay, the most obvious is by Easter. I studied French for 5 hours. Yeah, we cannot say I studied French in 5 years because we cannot complete this action. She became a qualified physiotherapist in 12 months. Okay, became qualified physiotherapist refers a complete action. So in period of time. I dug the garden for a couple of hours, but okay. So I dug the garden for a couple of hours. Okay, I dug the garden in a couple of hours. This can be also used when you talk about the complete actions. Okay, sometimes okay, and there might be a little bit confusion, but most of the time it's all clear. And more obvious one is okay. So digging the garden for uh, is a long activity, and therefore we only did for a couple of hours. He stayed in bed until lunchtime. All right, thank you very much. See you soon with all other exercises. Okay, I'll be including all exercises in it 6 to 16 also, and I'm planning to publish my videos, grade 12 videos on every Sunday and Wednesday because I publish grade 8, 9, 10 videos too. All right, so stay tuned with us. If you click on the right button, then you can easily be notified. Thank you very much.